Okay, so in today's video about Algorand, we want to check out this short-term move right in here, starting from the lowest low about 17.5 cents. And I'm going to tell you why I think this is our last shot in Algorand to go up. And if we don't do it and we see some more weak price action, at that point, we may see another move down. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great time with your family and loved ones. And first things first, in case that you are a new viewer, let me tell you that overall, I am absolutely optimistic in Algorand, and I do think this whole move down, starting from the highest side about 60 cents, is a correction structure and not an impulse. And after our correction is over, we are going to start another beautiful next phase of the bull run, which on it, I think we can go to somewhere around $8 and probably much more higher than that. But the story on the short term might be a bit different. And basically, what I mean by that is this. Either in Algo, this is going to be our final bottom, or we are going to have one more move down and we're going to do something like this. And then we are going to get a very strong bounce back. Now, in an ideal scenario, I don't really mind if I see something like this because we talked about it before. When you go on daily time frame and you check out MACD, as you can see, we are having a bullish divergence between the previous lows. This is a low, the other one is a lower low. However, in here in MACD, we are having a series of higher lows, which is definitely optimistic. But this for me is not enough. Usually when in MACD in daily or maybe even weekly time frame, we are seeing some bullish divergences. At the same time, when you go on some lower time frames as well, you are able to find the same deal. However, right now we do not have that. As you can see, this is a low, the other one is a low, and in MACD, the same deal is happening. But if we get another move down, maybe not even like a strong move down, just a very small move in order to take this low about 17.5 cents, at that point, I'm willing to bet that in MACD, we are going to witness a beautiful bullish divergence, and it's gonna have quite a bit of validity because in EMAs, we have reached in this phase to somewhere around the neutral zone, which again, does add a lot of validity to our bullish divergence, suggesting the bottom is set. So in an ideal scenario, we want to see another move down. But that doesn't mean that this scenario has to happen. In fact, right now, we are going to check out our bullish scenario and see what is happening. Let's go around here. So in terms of Elliott's waves, if you want to say that, for example, we're going to have our final bottom around this area, okay, you must be able to find off of the lowest low a 5 wave on the upside. This specific example is a normal 5 wave. Rules for it are, we should not have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4 and in any kind of impulsive structure. Wave 3 should not be the smallest wave, and for our sub waves, we must be able to find 5 wave up into wave 1, 3 and 5. Let's just do this. Okay, and for wave 2 and 4 we can have different scenarios. Let's say maybe like an ABC into 4 and a WXY into wave 2, something like this. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is happening. Now here's the deal. In my opinion, if you want to find an impulse in Algorand, your best shot at finding a 5 wave is going to be if you say from here to about probably this point, we are having a 5 wave on the upside. And when you go on some lower time frames, you can definitely identify like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So far, we don't have any problem. Now, if you want to say the bottom is in, then I think you must argue that this is going to be either a running flat or maybe an expanded flat structure, which looks like this. This is our initial move down into a correction for wave B, which in it we are going to take this side and then one more move down into C, and in this phase we're going to take the low of our A leg. And for our sub waves, you know it, we must have ABC down into A, ABC up into B, and yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down into C. Let's go on the live chart, see what is happening. Okay, here is why I'm trying to say this might be our last chance in Algo to go up from here and be able to say the bottom is set. I think this can be from here like an ABC down. Sorry about that. Let's just take this one again. Okay, and then we can have an A correction for wave B, probably to about here, and then another move into wave C. And from this high, This might be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we may see another move down into wave 5, but after it, we must have a very strong move up in algo. Why is that? Because if we do something like this, okay, these are the sub waves for an ABC flat, and according to the bullish scenario, again, if you want to be optimistic, this can be a wave 1 correction to about here into wave 2. And what's going to happen next? Well, we must get a very strong move into wave 3 and 4 and 5. So right in here, I think it's going to be decision time for Algorand, and we are going to soon get a lot of answers in this chart, and whether the bottom is in around this area about 17.5 cents or not. If we see another strong move down in order to take this low, well, you know what's going to happen next. We are probably not going to go a whole lot lower, and then soon we can get a very strong bounce to come. And at that point, again, like we talked about at the beginning of the video, we are able to find a bullish divergence in this area in daily and also H4 time frame at the same time, which is fantastic. On the other hand, if from here in algo we manage to get a very strong move up, especially in order to get back above the higher band of this important region between 19 to about 21.5 cents, and then do consolidation and then another move up, that is going to be a beautiful sign suggesting the bottom is in. Why? Because, well, at that point we are able to say this is actually an impulse on the upside like this one. So what should we do now? I think right now it's just a bit of a waiting game, and we need to wait a little bit more and see what is happening in here. And I'm going to be honest with you, right around the current region, I cannot really find a decent trading setup in Algorand. And sure, maybe you are able to say this is a 1-2, but saying it is a bit risky, and I usually like to enter some safe positions. So this right in here is not a decent trading setup for me. And do not get me wrong, that doesn't mean that we cannot go up. No, we can definitely do that. In fact, overall, I can actually show you a very beautiful WXY in the midterm in here in form of a zigzag followed by a double zigzag, which suggests the bottom is in, and from here we can get a move up in algo. So the problem for me in Algorand at the moment is not that I cannot find a correction to about the lowest low. No, the problem for me in algo is the lack of a very strong move up. Do that, and at that point you are going to see me changing my tone. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Algorand's chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.